Alright folks, good morning and welcome back to Muteki.com. It is Tuesday, May 11th, just around 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now today what I wanted to do in this first video was update the current scenario on the Swiss franc Japanese yen, show what happened yesterday, the trade that I took on the account that I'm trading here at Muteki.com. As you can see, we had a violation of the line of demand during the New York trading session. And from there, we advised that potentially there was a short in this market on the 5-minute compression that we were able to pull out. Now, as you can see below, before we get into this, what I've done is I have closed out the mini account that I've been trading for the past month on Muteki.com. And I have decided to deposit those funds into a new account, and I've also bumped in another 10K here just to make this more realistic for the traders. So as you can see, there's what we have. Now, we came off a good month last month. We had just around 30% profits in 3 weeks. And what we're going to do is trade this account from here on out with 1.5% risk ratio on every trade. So every time that I'm entering a trade, I will be figuring out the amount of pips on my stop, and then from there figuring out what 1.5% of my account is and able to trade it. So what I'm going to do here is show you how you can take around 10.5K and from here turn a very considerable living into this with day trading. Okay, so what you can see is my first trade. What I did is I went short on the Swiss franc Japanese yen. 84.115 was, 84.215 was my price that I got in. Got out at the 83.4, so just around 79 pips there on that trade. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and show exactly what we're talking about. Now, what we were talking about during the pre-New York was the line of supply here that was forming, okay, and the market respecting here, and we anticipated this demand line right here was going to give us the point that we needed for support, and we're going to see continuation. But we also prepared ourselves for the future of the markets, and we said if we see a violation here, then we are going to be interested in what's going to start happening south here in this movement. And that is exactly what we did. So let's go ahead and take it down to the 5 minutes so we can have an exact view of what happened, how we traded it, and the reaction to that. Okay, so moving in here on my 5-minute compression, what I was in search for was my initial movement that was going to show fib expansions. Remember these small movements in here when we applied our fib expansions. The fib expansion 161.8 was coming to about here, and the market had already traveled further south, so we knew that there was something bigger going on in this movement. So what did we do? We started to look for bigger movements in here, and we took the movement from this point to this point. We saw a 23.6 retracement in there. From the 23.6, we saw 61.8 once. We saw a pullback again. We saw 61.8 again. And then we saw a nice retracement in here. From this retracement, what we had was the opportunity to see a 100% fib expansion confirmation in this market. And from here on out, what we were looking for were for the retracements to keep occurring and for us to keep getting opportunities in this market to go short on. So what we had done in here is created respect out through this whole point of the movement south. We had seen respect of the retracements. We had seen respect of the fib expansions. Okay. Overall, we're seeing respect in this market. We're seeing the London session moving it, New York coming in and continuing the movement on the south. Good respect in this market overall. So what I'm looking at for during my New York session is to get a day trade in on the currency pair. As you can see, I took the pair short at around 15.13 here on my chart. Let's go ahead and find exactly where that is. And if you line it up, it is right in this area right here. And notice how we have price action coming off of the market to respect of the retracement. Okay, you can see 382 respect of the retracement. A nice pre-New York fake out coming in here. I anticipate that during my New York trading sessions, and from there what I had was my sell in this market. Okay, getting in at the 84.21. As you can see, I had my stop just 5 to 10 pips up above that 382 right here, sitting at around the 84.50 price level. Okay, and the reason why I had it at this point is because this market showed me that New York was turning here and was going to be driving south. Now, if New York wasn't going to remain and continue driving the south, then I wanted to get out with a short loss instead of a larger loss here on this trade. And this is a good place to get out because it's showing you the last point of resistance in the market. And if that last point of resistance can't hold it, then we would see a follow through of a movement north. Anyways, I got on in here during a good market hour, during good price action. This is very nice price action in here south. We can see overall the momentum and the direction of the candles. And look at that last candle that came in there, showing very nice direction in the market. Okay, overall what we were looking for was the fulfillment of that 161.8 fib expansion, as you can see right here at the 83.40 price level. You can see that in the market. And moving on further, what we saw overnight was the respect of the 127.2. You can see that once again happening here in this market. And following through, what we saw was a beautiful respect of the 161.8 fib expansion. Notice how the market came perfectly to that 161.8 fib expansion, and we saw a pullback of just around 40 pips from that point. Okay, nice retracement off the 127.2. Also a good opportunity there to go short if you had not gone short in that market just yet. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if you look at the 127.2, when you adjust your retracement levels, you will see the same type of data in here, and what that is you'll see a 382 retracement. And if you remember, coming here off of the first movement that we had entered on, we had also traded off a 382. There was our entry right in there. So good things here coming. Overall, we pulled out nice pips. Good start to this new account here at Muteki.com. From now on, I will be trading this larger mini account. Okay, let's go ahead here and show to the world exactly what we can do with our trading. So good way to start here. Just wanted to show that, get everyone motivated for the trading week ahead. I will be updating again soon here within the next hour or so with the chart of the day. So make sure to come back and check that out as well. Until then, folks, have a great morning. Thanks for joining once again. Good luck and happy trading.